Confused with the difference between motion and relative motion, velocity and relative velocity. Please clarify.
Session we are going to see the interesting and observable phenomena called rest and motion. How do we describe whether a body is at rest or motion? What do we see in this visual? We observe that a train is approaching a stationary passenger standing on the platform. Passenger sitting in a moving train, the opposite train on the platform appears to be moving. For example, for a stationary passenger, the approaching train appears to be in motion. Whereas for a passenger sitting in the same train, the fellow passenger appears to be at rest. Now let's go through one more observation. Here two persons cycling side by side with same velocity and in the same direction. They appear to be at rest to each other. It is obvious that the body is said to be in motion if it changes position with respect to time. Hence rest and motion are meaningless without an observer. Motion and rest being relative terms, they have meaning only when a frame of reference is specified. Frame of reference is a coordinate system selected by an observer to study the rest or motion of an object. Hence, it can be concluded that motion observed by the observer depends on the location frame of the observer. This type of motion is called relative motion. By the way, we can see here two cars, one blue car and one red car, moving with different velocities in the same direction. It is obvious that the red car is moving faster than the blue car. Therefore, their velocities can be compared by taking the factor called relative velocity. Velocity of red car with respect to blue car is VRB. Similarly, velocity of blue car with respect to red car is VBR. Suppose red and blue cars are moving with velocities of 70 km per hour and 50 km per hour respectively. Therefore, velocity of red car with respect to blue car is 20 km per hour. Whereas velocity of blue car with respect to red car is minus 20 km per hour. It indicates that the minus sign indicates that it is 20 km per hour slower than the red car. Suppose the red car and blue car move in opposite directions, then the relative velocity can be obtained by the vector sum of the velocities of these two cars. Velocity of the red car be 70 km per hour and the velocity of the blue car be 50 km per hour. Since they move in opposite directions, the relative velocity can be obtained by taking the vector sum of the velocities of these two cars. Velocity of red car with respect to blue VRB is equal to 120 km per hour. Velocity of blue car with respect to red car VBR is equal to minus 120 km per hour. Therefore, when two cars are traveling in the same direction, their relative velocity is equal to the subtraction of the magnitudes of their velocities. Whereas when two cars are traveling in the opposite direction, their relative velocity is equal to the addition of the magnitudes of their velocities. Thanks for watching.